how's it going, everybody? It is Knull here from Clintar Collectibles. Welcome back to another weekly video. I'm going to go into what I played and what my games were this week. So, real quick, let's talk about what my games were. It was a 4-round game. I had to play against Drytron, Dogmatic of Shadal, Salamangreat, and Tri-Brigade, and I lost all of them. And I got a few close times. I almost beat the round one. I Drytron. I lost 0-2. I almost won both games. The first one, he brought out Dragoon, and I was able to get this guy out and kind of cheese him, and use this guy, the Great Ogre, to reduce his attack and swing over him, which was lucky. And so I got over Dragoon, and I almost won, but he comboed back off and got something else out that stopped me. Round 2, I almost won as well. I don't remember the exacts of that one. I got him down to like a 2,000, 3,000 life points. But he just kind of whittled me down, blew up my board, and that was it. Round 2 against Dogmatic of Shadal, I lost 0-2. I'm looking back on the game, and I think that he was doing some stuff that he shouldn't have, and I just didn't question it. I just had to look into how Shadal Fusion works, because he was doing stuff. I might be wrong, but it just didn't seem like I played against Shadals before, and I played against Shadal Fusion players and stuff, like players that use Shadal Fusion and stuff. Most Shadal decks do, but I don't know. I'm probably wrong, but it just seemed like he went off super hard. Like, he had like a whole 4 fusions out on board. But maybe that's just what Dogmatic of Shadals do, and I just don't know what I'm talking about. So, but I just let him go with his combos because I didn't really want to question him. It's just it's a local. I'm not gonna go, hey, you're cheating. I don't care that much. It's just not worth the argument. And if I was uneducated, I would have looked real stupid. So, I don't know. I'm going to look into it on my own time, and so I can learn how to play against it better. Round 3, I played against Salamangreat, who's my buddy. He's one of my friends at the locals. I lost that one 0-2 as well. He just went into an access code talker combo and just one-shot me both games. And then my final round was against Tri-Brigade, which I lost, but I won a round. This week, so last time I recorded this video, I've been on vacation for a couple weeks. So that's why I haven't uploaded one of these. I haven't been in town to go to locals. But the last time I played in the locals, I won. I won 2 and lost 1, or won 3 and lost 1. I can't remember. I got second place, and which was good, but this time around this week I bricked a lot, and I had a lot of cards in my hand when I bricked that if they would have been something else, or if they would have been a hand trap, or if they would have been this or that, or an imperm or something else, that I could have survived and maybe actually came back. But because they weren't, or because I had too many cards in hand, or because I put the wrong cards in, it cost me games that it shouldn't have. And I'm going to kind of talk about that. And, but anyways, let's go into the deck profile. Triple Suprex. Pretty self-explanatory. You normal him. He lets you special another out of your hand. Triple Twist Cobra. I think I might go down to 2 on this card. I only ever use 1 or 2 of him. I never go into all 3. I think 3 might just be too much. He doesn't really do anything else. Like quick effect, you contribute 1, and then target 1 monster you control, it gains attack. It's just an attack booster, and I almost never use that effect, so I see no point in that. Triple Headbat. Headbat at 3 I think is good because of his discard to special summon effect. 2 Guts. He's okay. I primarily just use him to get searches or to go into Link Karibo or something if I stuck. 2 Scorpio. I think I could go down to 1 of him. I rarely ever use him. He's kind of a big body for a normal summon, or just a searchable Gouki, honestly. I just try to have multiple different ones in here. I'll keep the 2 Guts, but I think I'll go down to 1 Scorpio. just because I like never use him. Or I'll keep the Tour Scorpio and I'll get rid of one of these guys. Probably Bear Hug. But yeah, anyways, the one of Goukis, we got Octostretch. I think he just prevents battle damage. Bear Hug. This guy is not that great. If you special summon, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It has its attack to the end phase. If this card's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can search a Gouki. So, Ring Trainer. I thought this card was better than it was. It's not. I'm most likely going to take it out. But basically, if you have nothing on your field, and it's basically so like if you get blown up, your whole field, your board gets wiped. If you have a Gouki Link in your graveyard, you can special this and then special the Link out, which it's cool in theory, but I've literally never done it because by the time your board gets blown out at that point, like if your whole board gets blown up, like it's done. You're probably gonna lose. 2 Ash. I need to get a third one. I just don't have that third one yet. 1 Veiler. This card I drew in every single one of my starting hands, all 4 matches that I played. So like 9 rounds. I never got to activate it once. This card is primarily a side deck card, which is another thing you're going to hear me talk about at the end of this. But this is primarily a side deck card. I'm going to get rid of this card out of the main and actually probably create a side deck, which I know I've never had a side deck before. Now we're on to spells. Triple rematch, that's essential. Don't change that at all. 2 Pot of Avarice. I literally open one of these each game. One game I opened both. This card is good to have at 1. I do not recommend having it at 2. It just was a dead card a lot of the time in my hand. You just don't want to open and see this card. You just don't. And if you open and you see 2, that's just even worse. So gonna probably put that down to 1. It's a good like little tech card in there, but like I'm just gonna put it at 1. I rarely ever see it, and then when I do, I don't need it. Cosmic Cyclone. I noticed that I lose a lot to back row in this game with this deck, and I still do. But I don't know if I want to sub these out for Twin Twisters or not. So I'm gonna look into that. I think I have some common Twin Twisters I might sub out for that. Monster Reborn just helps you go into more Link plays and lets you like steal their monster. I actually used this to steal a Nibiru from some. So this guy, the Shadal guy, was using like a Nibiru to fusion summon and stuff, and I was just like, okay, whatever. I didn't know what he was doing, and he had Nibiru engraved, and I just Monster Reborned it. He somehow got over it or killed it, but whatever. Harpy's Feathers Duster. I lose to back row. This card. Oh, sorry, guys. This card I put in here because I was learning how to use links when I first made this deck. I didn't know how to like link climb or anything, and this card was a good tech card, they said. I read online because you can do this combo where you do Link Spider, Mrs. Radiant into Boral Sword. I activated this once or twice. First time, I just had them in defense. I never got the Link summon with them, and that was that. Second time, I actually did get the Link summon with them, and I ended up winning the game. But this card, 9 times out of 10, is dead. I'd rather have an Imperm or another Ash or something in place of this. So I will most likely get rid of this card. And it allows me to free up some space because I'm dedicating 3 extra deck monsters to it. So I can sub those out and have something better. I need to eventually get another Isolde because that's going to be another thing I talk about in a minute. But and I definitely want to put an Abyss Dweller in so that way if I do have a dead hand, I can basically just stop graveyard effects from happening. And like just Suprex, overlay, overlay Abyss Dweller, and then stop extra deck stuff from it. So like if I could end on a board that has like Appaloosa and Abyss Dweller, like, that's pretty good. But anyways, screw Scapegoat. I'm going to take it out. Call by the Grave, really good. Run that until you can't anymore. Rhoda, just good. I'll let you search out anyone, so it's a good card to have. Gouki, finishing move. This card is a tech card I put in here. it has come in handy. Every once in a while I do get some use out of it. I normally don't see it enough for it to be a burden or a nuisance. So I'm going to keep it in here for now. It's just good. It helps me get over Dragoon. And yeah, so 1 for 1. So like this allows me to like pitch Guts and get Guts, or pitch Octostretch and get Guts, or vice versa. So just good. Raigeki. This card, good. Just good removal. These equip spells are for Isolde. So I pitch those 3, get Twist Cobra. And then, yeah, I rarely use these. I've actually used Living Fossil a few times, but I rarely use these 2. So I'm just keeping them in there because Twist Cobra is one of my least used cards. And Isolde, pitch these 3 special Twist Cobra is really good because I rarely use Twist Cobra, which is another reason why I want to bring it down to 2. Because then I can just pitch 3, bring out Twist Cobra, and then I only have 1 Twist Cobra left. And those other slots can go to something good. Psalm Strike and Infinite Impermanence. I want to get 3 of these in here. But that's the main deck. Let's go into the extra. The extra deck, we got Link Karibo. The Link Spider, Mrs. Radiant for the Scapegoat combos. These 3 will, the 2 Link Spiders and the Radiant will be gone by next video. Yeah, because they suck. Isolde, 2 Tales of the Noble Knight. Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn. Gouki the Great Ogre. Gouki the Master Ogre. Gouki Thunder Ogre. Gouki the Giant Ogre. Gouki Destroy Ogre. Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess. Boral Sword Dragon. And Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. I've used this once or twice. And it hasn't really done me any good. I'm going to keep it in here for a little while just to test it a little bit more. But more than likely, it'll probably just go back into my trade binder. Because, like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it does. But it's just like, it's an Omni Negate, but it's targetable. So, like, all they have to do, like, if it negates, like, everything. But all they have to do is target it with Imperm, and it's done. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just a 3k beater at that point for that turn. So they could just, like, like, I have this. Raigeki wouldn't work. None of that stuff would work. Except if you Imperm it, then Raigeki, then it's, like, whatever. So, I don't know. It's not as good as I think people think it is, because it's a pretty high-value card. But, yeah. That's my extra deck. I don't have a side deck, but I'm going to probably for next week. Because Droll and Lockbird, like, I just, like, main decking that card was a bad idea. I'm probably going to go down to 2 of this, 2 Twist Cobra, probably go down to 1 Rescorpio. I'm probably going to get rid of Bear Hug, probably get rid of Ring Trainer, get rid of Droll, get rid of a Pot, maybe swap these out for Twin Twister, get rid of Scapegoat for sure. And I'm thinking about getting rid of the 1 for 1. We'll see. I'll keep it in there for now, but yeah. I don't know. I could have done better, but like it just showed me weaknesses with my deck and why I'm struggling in certain matchups. And like there were certain games where like I could have won, or I started with a bad hand, but if this Droll had been an Imperm, I would have been saved. At least a turn. If I would have had just like a monster instead of this Pot of Avarice, I would have been good to start my combos. It'd be like I'd start off with like 4 Spell and Traps and 1 monster, or I'd start off with a rematch, 2 pots, a Suprex, and like a Scapegoat. And it's just like you can't do anything with that. I need another Gouki monster or something. So I don't know. I also have some cards on order. I got Gouki Jet Ogre, which I know is the big dog card. I got 2 or 3 of him coming in. Probably not going to use all of them, but like, yeah, for that. I want to get another Isolde eventually. But I'm going to get those Jet Ogres in. I ordered 3 Fire Flint Lady. I'm going to get those in. I'm going to play with that probably next week. And after next week, we'll see how that goes. But then after that, I want to I built a Cyber Dragon deck. and I want to see how that does in tournament. It's probably not going to do good. It's extremely budget, but we'll see how it does. And yeah, so I'm going to probably bring this for one more week after all the edits, do a deck profile, and swap to something else and play something else for a little while. I'm going to keep this deck built and sleeved because depending on how the Cyber Dragon deck does, if it completely bombs, I'll probably switch back to this for a while until I upgrade the Cyber Dragons back up. I've been doing some trades at locals to get extra stuff. I was talking to a guy about getting a Chimera Tech Mega Fleet. So next week I'm going to talk to him about that and try to trade him for that. But yeah, so next week, just keep an eye out for some improvements. I'm probably going to edit this deck after this video ends and bring it to, locals next week and see how I do. But thank you guys for watching this video. We just hit 20 subscribers today at the point of recording this. I dropped the Cyber Strike budget deck build for the structure decks a couple days ago, and we're at like 25, 27 views or something. And we just got like 3 net subscribers off of it. And the stats, like, they're cool and all. It's really cool to see the numbers like reflect that we're doing good. But I'm just glad that like the videos are helping. We had a user, or a guy comment on the Cyber Strike video saying that he's getting back into it, and he bought 3 structure decks and he wants to build a deck, and our list really helped him. And I'm glad that that's doing that, and the purpose of that video. And I'm just having fun making the Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and I'm glad that other people can see that and they're watching it and they like watching them too. It's just cool. It's, we don't get a lot of feedback or comments or anything on this channel because we're still pretty small, but it's just like the one comment was just like, awesome, that's cool, like doing these videos are worth it, that we helped somebody. So thank you guys for all the support on the videos. Thank you to that user who commented. Thank you, guys, for subscribing. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate all you guys. It's just been fun, and we're glad, me and Austin are glad, or Audie, that are glad that you guys enjoy the content. And yeah, so we'll keep on going. We're gonna keep posting videos. I'll see you guys next week for the next locals video. Hopefully I don't go 0-4 next time. So yeah, thank you guys for watching again. Knull here. I'll see you guys next video. Adios.